Okay.
It's all getting. That
We were
was quick.
talking shop. We were talking shop. So we
Yeah.
we're here. We're here. We're here. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Dream Show. I certainly hope everybody's doing well. I got my girls with me tonight. I got Callie Healer, aka Kelly, who did a really great show with Trudy Shoe the other night, or during the day, actually, it was. But it was so
Oh,
nice.
thank
We could
you.
work together so well. It was really
Yes.
lovely. It was lovely.
That
Yeah.
was. I
Yep.
Oh, thank
enjoyed it.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
It was awesome to be invited on, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
a gem.
She
Trudy
is
is
a
a
gem.
gem.
Very much
Yes.
so. Very much so. And of course, you know our Diana Bowles, resident astrologer, tarot reader, painter extraordinaire.
Jack of all trades,
Jack
master
of
of
all
none.
jack.
That's what I
You're not a jackass of all trades, so that's
do.
good.
I don't have their
Oh.
opinions though.
Well, welcome everybody. Randy and Foxy Roxy have been here for a while, and we're glad you've been waiting on us. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Thank
And
you.
also, Annie Bear is here. Hi, sweetheart. It's good
Hi,
to see
Annie.
you.
Tequila.
Yeah. And Karen Doyle is here. And
Karen.
Akila is here. Yay.
Hi, Akila.
All right. So, yes, we have a sparse group tonight. And I also understand Linda G is going on very soon to talk to her subscribers because she's going into the hospital tomorrow for her surgery. She it's removal of how do I say it? Removal of when she had breast cancer, they put in implants. They're removing them. That's and I'm only saying she's told everybody this, so it
Yes.
isn't a big secret.
Yes.
Yeah. But I want to send my love to her and her healing, and I know all of you agree with me.
Yes.
Because that's a it's a
Yeah,
hard
prayers
thing.
for Linda.
Yes, absolutely.
Big
Hi,
eyes,
Carolyn.
let her
Full
go.
recovery.
Boom.
Boom.
There's
Yep. I
Linda
told her.
G.
We're good. In and out and feeling great. That's what she needs
Yep.
to do.
Yes.
So hello, Carolyn Booker and Peter, if you're there as well. And yeah. And Carolyn has agreed to do our near Halloween show panel. So we'll talk more about that soon. But it's really wonderful to have everybody here tonight. Terry is not able to be here because she had to go to Colorado to see her brother. And that's fine. We send her lots of love and him too. And our Katie is on her way Saturday morning, I think. She's flying out for her daughter's wedding in Spain.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Heading to Spain.
Oh, yes. Oh, Annie, that's nice. She sent some extra angels to go with her. There was a humongous group with her already. Oh, absolutely. I can imagine her with somebody said actually when we were in Sedona, I think it was Debbie Freebird Spirit. She said the first time she saw angels behind somebody, it just went on and on. And it was like an auditorium full of angels around this particular person. And I thought, wow, that would be mind blowing to see, wouldn't it?
It would.
Yeah.
It'd be cool.
The choirs of angels. 33
Yeah.
true angels behind you.
Yeah. Isn't it wonderful? Hi, Debbie No. And Annie Bear. Oh, good. I'm glad Peter's here. I don't have a dream, but I have been hearing my guides and angels. What a funny group.
Oh,
I like that.
I would love to hear more about that.
Me too.
Annie, if you want to share
Yeah.
it. Yeah. They
Yeah.
are funny. Yes. So many times I remember hearing, Susan Lynn or other people when they did their readings and they would say, having a cigarette up there, and a big steak. And it's like,
Yeah. Reminds me of John Travolta playing Archangel Michael.
yes.
Wasn't he
Yes.
hilarious in that?
Yeah, definitely.
It's funny when they come through, people that have crossed over, and you think that they're going to be all prim and proper now that they've crossed over, and when they come through and they're still the same people, that they were here, and they start cussing. I mean, it's actually comforting to know that they're still the same people.
They're just the same.
Especially if they're shits,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad they laugh with you and at you. That's okay because I think we all need to laugh more anyway.
Oh,
so
we do.
Yeah, we need that laughing.
For
Hello,
sure.
Roxy. It's nice
Hi,
to see
Roxy.
you. All right. So, oh, you do, Froxy? My nephew and niece lived in Mill Creek for a long time, and I used to go up there to visit them, but they moved to Wisconsin. He was at Boeing at the time. So, hi, Julie Johnson.
Hi, Julie.
Yeah. All right. Yep. Randy, I'm glad I could swear across the veil. Yeah,
Yes.
really.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Oh, so she says one is grumpy sounding, one soft and cheerful, and one has his own way of writing. Ooh.
Interesting.
Annie, you
Sounds
really-
like Grumpy, Happy, and Doc. That's 3. Where's Dopey, Sneezy? Oh, I used to know them all. Sleepy, Dopey, Sneezy, Sleepy.
Wow.
Doc, Grumpy, Bashful.
Bashful.
One more.
Fartsy? Fartsy. No.
Fartsy. Might be somebody I know.
Fartsy. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Which reminds me, when my friend was here, she has some psychic ability. You know who she is, Diana, because you've talked to her.
Yes.
But she kept saying, I keep smelling cigarette smoke in the other room, next door to her in that room. And I, the man that used to live here, I've heard, I didn't know him, but I've heard he was quite the smoker. So I'm sure he's still here. He's got to be.
Yep. He's checking
There's a lot of boxes in that room and not much room for him. So
it's the X-Files. He doesn't need much room.
That's right. That's right. All right. So, you're originally from New York, Randy. Okay. Sneezy, happy. Okay.
Bashful.
Julie wants to be sleepy. Okay.
You're welcome, Julie Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah, you're most welcome. Hi, Lori.
Hi,
Good to
Lori.
see you. I've been moved to make my own corn rattle. Wow.
Oh, Annie Bear, can I tell a little story?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, so I've always wanted a turtle rattle.
Mm-hmm.
And they're so expensive.
Yeah.
And although I trusted the store that I did most of my shopping at, that it was truly a Native American, I still couldn't afford it, right? So there was this one place that I always walked when I lived in Virginia. And I would have my meditations and I would be singing my songs and prayers. And I kept the thought of getting a turtle rattle. And had I known I would have talked about this, I would have brought it downstairs with me. Mm-hmm. So one morning in the early spring, after everything had thawed out, under a pile of leaves, I see this little dried foot sticking out. Mm. So I move the leaves and it's a whole turtle.
Yeah.
Carapace, upper shell, feet, tail. The only thing missing was his head. He's got all 4 legs. And so in my moon lodge, I have a bowl of beans. So I took a ton of beans out of there and put that in there. And one of my great aunts was a nun, and she had tied knots in a string for my great grandmother's as a rosary. So I had taken that and put a stick through him and used that rosary string to tie him to the stick. And it's just one of those gifts of manifestation.
Yep.
When you put it out there.
Well, I was with my son taking a walk in the woods when he was a little boy, and I had been a part of a Native American group, and I saw this turtle shell as I was walking, and there wasn't anything in it. It was completely, it'd probably been there a long time. So I took a stick and I put it in a brown bag, and I brought it home. And I told my ex-husband, I said, look what I found. Well, he was mortified. He threw it away. Yeah. And he said, you don't need to have that. That's awful and everything. And I wouldn't have killed a turtle to get it. it was a gift from the universe. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, I'm a bone collector. I have so many bones,
Okay.
antlers.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Oops. What happened? There you are.
yeah, whatever the universe gives me comes home.
Comes up. That's awesome. So, do you know what a corn rattle is? Can you explain that to somebody asked the question. What is a corn rattle? So,
Well, I would think that Annie Bear, please correct me.
mm-hmm.
She's going to use instead of beans, she's going to use corn
Oh.
for the interior.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what she's going to use. If she's going to use a gourd.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's what I was thinking. Like she would use uh, a gourd or like not a eight, like a acorns. Yeah, yeah.
Like a squash or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
A
You,
gourd.
you can make you can make
Mm-hmm.
tree houses or tree bird houses with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I get them around here. I was trying to grow them. I only got little baby gourds. They were supposed to be the big ones, but I got some. However, when you dry them out, just the seeds themselves will create a rattle.
All right.
That's cool.
That's wonderful. Wonderful.
Horse skull for traveling. I have a deer skull and 2 sets of antlers that I found, plus the whole spine,
Uh-huh.
several jaw bones,
Wow.
matched jaw bones.
Yeah. I don't know if I could have that in the house, but since I didn't kill it, I probably could. I hate to see the deer heads on the wall and stuff like that. Makes me sick.
No, I did not. If I'd have
Came
left
to
the
you.
bone, somebody would have eaten that. A coyote would have come along or a fox would have come along and devoured it because it's still viable nutrition for them. But it was the summer.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I want to say hello to whoever else came in while we were talking, including Tim Kirshner, who is somebody's husband or son. I don't know. Is that your husband or your?
My husband, yeah.
Your husband, yeah. Thanks for being here, Tim.
Yeah, thanks for your support.
Yeah, and anybody else that happened to come in. I have a couple of dreams here that we're going to go to. Rossi has one, and Leah has one, and Katie has one. So let's start with Katie Arbuckle.
Okay. Hi,
She
Katie.
says, the weirdest dream in the last couple of months has been of these stunning creatures that look like giraffes and people combined, like a centaur, but the human aspects start at the neck. She said I should draw them at some point. They're so beautiful.
Who had the giraffe dreams last week?
Did somebody have a giraffe dream?
Yeah, somebody had a giraffe dream last week.
Oh, see, I wasn't. It was on Katie's channel. I wasn't there, so I don't know. Somebody had one. Okay.
Yeah.
I was there, but I don't remember. I don't remember.
Okay. Wow. Ooh. There are in the African continent. I don't know if they do it anymore, but when some women were born, they put these necklaces around their necks that were really high to keep their heads. Mm-hmm. And then as they grew, it got tighter and tighter, but it kept their heads elongated from their bodies.
Yeah, the Ubangis.
And I just thought of that. It sounds. I know it's not a giraffe, but it's like that long neck that extends.
But there is an African tribe that does make a giraffe's head and dances with it. And I cannot think of who it is. But the Ubangis used to do that. And when they outlawed it and began taking those off, the women had to have them on because their necks had elongated.
Strong enough, right?
Yep. They couldn't hold their head up.
Yeah. Because actually our heads are about 40 pounds. Does everybody know that?
Yeah.
Brain power.
Brain power is right.
So
I pulled a card. I get 4C, and I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's almost as though it's a sign for you for some reason. Yeah, there's a sign in this. Yeah. Okay.
So it's the body part of the giraffe
Yeah. And the
Okay.
human aspects start at the neck, which would be if the neck is so long. So I'm guessing a human face or a human, right? Yeah. Kelly, you getting anything, honey?
I get that they're protectors.
Oh,
It's a message to let you know that you're being protected. But I also got visitors, so I don't know what that exactly means, if they are really actually protecting you and visiting you. But I also did get visitors, which I think is really interesting.
mm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that was my first hit but
Okay.
Avatar also as if she is traveling with them.
Oh, okay.
In your
Okay.
dreams,
Well,
another
I
dimension.
in another dimension and extraterrestrials and
Mhm.
Said it was about a month ago, but that doesn't matter. It sounds like have you had this more than once? I'm guessing you have, Katie.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
but in the last couple months
Couple
I
months.
have
Yeah.
been of these stunning creatures. So it sounds like she's had more than one dream.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I
So
almost get like they're keys to another dimension. These creatures.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for the
yes,
update about the neck thing. I didn't know that it's the shoulders that. Okay, I get it. Thank you for that. Oh no, you've had it only once, but they were just that stunning.
okay.
I got it. Yep. Hi, mousy girl. Go ahead, Diana, whenever you're ready, huh?
Well, I'm trying to read this card. I hope you can hear me. Um, Within you live the hidden, the things that want nothing more than to swallow you whole. And this is from the Mabon deck,
Uh-huh. Ooh.
and it's called Darkness Falls.
Okay. Mm.
What are they doing in this dream? Are you just watching them and they're beautiful?
Mm.
And the centaur, that is a guardian, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are soldiers of the night,
Mm.
soldiers of the universe. Chiron's and so is Sagittarius.
Okay. Okay. Nope. She says you're just watching them. I imagine it would be fascinating to watch. You know?
Yeah.
To be like, yeah. And what am I seeing? Am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? Wow.
Yeah, I'm really feeling that it has something to do with extraterrestrial.
Okay. Let's see what the. Here's what the meaning of a giraffe is: beauty, kindness, calming, wisdom, patience, and intuition. And the giraffe is an elegant, refined animal that symbolizes gentleness and shares its grace and femininity with us.
That's
So,
beautiful.
I know. That's really awesome. So, wow. It's like when I read that, I think of the elevation of the face
Yeah.
that women are being seen now because they're up and above
Oh,
the tree line, so to speak, right?
yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
I
Great
know.
hit.
Uh-huh.
Great hit.
Uh,
And in Avatar, don't they ride creatures that are similar to that?
oh, they might. Yeah, they might. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes. That is fabulous. So it's sort of can we embody those characteristics of the giraffe as women, because it is a very feminine, image. And so embodying those characteristics, maybe that's one of your spirit animals, Katie. That might be one of your that you have. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
I
Yeah.
was showing and it was, I want to say it was probably over a year ago. I was shown in a dream that my angels and guides showed me that in the clouds, up above where we think maybe heaven is, which isn't, but they showed
Right.
me it was another dimension. and they brought me there, and it was like dinosaurs and like flying dinosaurs, and people were literally riding them, and there was like unicorns, and it was like a whole city up there.
Wow.
um it was, I mean, when I woke up, I definitely knew it existed, and when I look up in the sky, I look at it way different than what I
Mhm.
used to, knowing that
Yeah.
there's a whole nother universe that's going on up there, that's just
Yeah. Yeah. That we just don't know about, or
Yeah.
it's there though. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I drew from another deck, right? And so now we have the 10 of Cups, which does bring us to the gentleness, certainly,
Yep.
of the giraffe,
Uh-huh.
and the femininity, the gracefulness of it.
Mhm.
And also, giraffes have spots. They
True.
have a pattern. And
Yep.
so I would wonder about that pattern.
Mm.
Was that unusual, or are you in a pattern of grace? Is grace coming your way in usual patterns?
Mhm. Mhm. Wow. And Lori says, as a strong feminine energy is perfection, one of her dearest friends went to the higher realm. Giraffes were her spirit animal.
Oh, wow.
How beautiful.
Beautiful, Lord.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's
Oh,
an amazing spirit animal.
it is. Look at this. She said apparently there was a spotless giraffe that was born, and it happened about that same time.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow is right. Thank you, Katie.
Purity.
Yeah, pure feminine, great gentleness, gracefulness. Maybe we all need to embody a little bit more of the giraffe energy. It wouldn't hurt
Amen. Amen.
us. That's right. That's right.
Right now.
Thanks,
Well,
Katie.
Libra season is just getting started. We'll see a little soon.
Oh. So Leah says, I recently planted flowers and dreamt the landscapers cut them down. I was shocked. Oh, I'll tell you that you dreamt it, but it happened to me. The landscapers came out and just cut up a bunch of my flowers and trees. We had to put little things around, to make him see it, because he was totally out of it. But it's almost as though my feeling is that when you plant, you're wanting new life to grow. You're wanting beauty to be seen, and the landscapers were maybe the shadow side, pulling out the beauty.
Who do you see?
Yeah.
Who does that group represent for you, that are always cutting your dreams down, always cutting before it gets a chance to really take root?
Yep. Wow.
I kind of wonder if you didn't have a healing session, and the flowers represented you, and your cords were being cut.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And
I
then
like
pulled
that.
the forgive card. Forgive. Yeah. Yeah. When people take things away from you that you have planted, ideas or the cords, forgive them, because they're apparently not on the same path you're on. They don't see the beauty. Wow.
Yep. I got the Tower.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And then the rising energy was the 10 of Pentacles.
Okay.
And what do we have? Bees on flowers.
Yep. Wow.
I love that. I love
amazing.
it.
Yeah.
So this is a change coming, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. You have to, but things have to get torn down before they can be rebuilt.
Well,
Yeah.
next dream, the landscapers don't show up.
Yes. Tell them that you're done with them for the season. I had to do that, and then I had to call them back and say, "Whoops, sorry, I need you back." I get it.
And there could be some fear there too of something being taken away, and something that you love being taken away.
Mm-hmm.
Attachment, to something that you love being taken away.
And isn't that really a lot of the times that's where the fear comes in? Yeah. Oh, she just had Reiki done. Okay, so it could be that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Wow. Chiyoko, it's your birthday. Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, yay. And thank you for the donation. How sweet of you. You all need to start writing down our dreams. Absolutely. Uh, there's nobody that does it quite as well as Diana. However,
Yeah.
Thank you.
even tidbits can help, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Yeah. So thank you, my dear. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. All right. And happy birthday to you, my girl.
Happy birthday.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so let's go to Rossi. Rossi says, I was doing a chakra alignment through YouTube. When the crown chakra was being aligned, I smelled the ozone metallic smell. That's happened to me before. Not necessarily in that order, but it's like, isn't it true? Like the smell of blood has this smell.
Iron.
Iron. Yeah.
And copper.
And copper. And the ozone, I was walking through my living room, and I don't have there are things you can buy to put in your car that are like for ozone. I think you put it in, it makes it smell better. But I smelled it in my living room, and I was thinking, what's being cleared? Isn't that what it does? Doesn't it clear and purify the air? Isn't that what it's doing? I don't know. Do you know?
Well,
does ion do that?
Ion takes it out, right? Oh, wait.
Okay. The ozone metallic smell.
I think she released toxic energy from her body when she did the alignment. There was that toxic energy, and it came out, and you were able to taste the.
See, that's fabulous. Consider that what you've done is your alignment must have been so well done that you were able to bring that up from the base chakra all the way up through your head and release whatever it was that you didn't need anymore. Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. Huh.
5 of Pentacles, I would say so. And expelling, right?
Expelling.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. Have you ever had anybody, when you do a clearing, Kelly, that experiences those types of things? Or has told you that you have?
Yeah. I'll sometimes I'll get a really sometimes metallic, sometimes just if they're really have a lot of toxic energy, it's just a really I don't even know how to explain the taste, but it lasts a while. It sometimes lasts a while, even after brushing your teeth.
Okay.
Like putting your tongue on the end of a 12-volt battery, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Getting that shock.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, at the bottom of the deck, we had the Empress.
She said it was like thunder. The smell of thunder.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I know that smell.
Yeah.
Well, at the bottom of the deck was the Empress, so I would imagine that now we're the Empress. You expelled what was not needed. Exactly.
Yeah. And you raised your vibration is what you did. So Cat Mama is the biologist, you know. She says ozone only for a short period, and after that it becomes no good. So, that's very fast. I've had that strange metallic taste in my mouth before, but I've never had that sort of on the outside.
Power of suggestion. I'm tasting it right now.
Are you really? Oh my God!
Isn't that amazing?
Or my guides are reminding me this is what it is.
Oh wow. Yes, Laurie, you're right. I'm excited for your journey. Yes, you do. You've put in the effort, and I'm so glad to know that you did the work, Rossi, and that you had good benefit from it. Because gosh, that's fabulous.
Me too.
Yeah,
I'm so happy for you, Roxy.
Yeah. All right. So Randy Gardner, who doesn't remember her dreams, Remember to dream. Good girl. See, you don't need a whole one, honey. You lost $4,000 cash out of your pocket, and you heard someone say, "Just go get more." Sounds like what a kid would say. You know, you go to the store. I'm out of money. Go to the ATM and get more, mommy.
Just get more. What's the big deal?
Yeah.
So let me ask you, were you worried about that when you discovered it was gone? Or did you realize that it'll come back to you somehow? What was your feeling through that moment?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Randy, tell us what your feeling was. Were you upset that you lost this $4,000? Or were you more, yeah.
Yeah, because did just go get more, did that make you feel comfortable and secure? Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I can do that.
What about the number 4? What about the number
Well,
4, Diana?
That's a happiness card. That's the stable table.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's a stable table. And because it's always some crazy amount of money when I'm having a dream about money. It's always some crazy amount, like $6.22 or something like that. You know, it's never doesn't make any sense. But
well,
yeah.
4 can also 2 definitely represents a paradox, but a 4 can also be a paradox because it's just double. It's like it's like Tob Tob. Tob Tob is the bear. The bear comes from 4 directions.
Right. Isn't 8 the really? And I know you're not a numerologist, but an 8 is a real money card. But 4 is small amounts of money.
Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah, absolutely. She wondered where she dropped it, but she wasn't upset. Well, that's good.
Well,
Annie Bear, you're right. She understands fluid energy because money is fluid. It's also what we made up. It's like time. We made up money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It comes and goes.
It does. Yeah.
And I really think that maybe it is possibly just another reminder of how material things, money, it really doesn't.
Fleeting. Yeah.
It really doesn't matter in the long run. And I'm wondering if that dream was just to show her that, you know what, it's there isn't a loss. I mean, it's just it's just money.
I love this because this is exactly what I would say, that this is the lesson, and you knew it. You hope that the money went to someone that needed it more than you do. It's when we lose something, of course, we're so attached to it. But if we can say, well, somebody needed it more than I did, and I don't mean somebody robbing a house or something, but, if you lose something, that's a really wonderful attitude.
Yeah. Definitely.
Rossi, we like your also about the message from guides about manifestations. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because it does. It says, don't worry about it. You can get more.
Well,
yeah.
Even her dream with the flowers.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You're right. That is, they'll grow back. Yeah. Or small loss, I guess. Loss. I love the whole idea of gardens, though, because our lives are like gardens. If you think about it, we have to till the soil, and then we have to find the seeds. We have to plant the seeds. We have to water them and let the sun, go on them, and so on. And we have to wait. And then when we start to see them pop up through the dirt, we don't grab them and pull them out. We have to wait for that. And it's the same thing with our lives. We have to start with tilling and seeding and having it grow and so forth. Nothing is instant.
And it is the path of manifestation.
It is the path of manifestation. Annie Bear, you're not too chatty. You just say whatever you want. We love it. That's all right.
Yes, absolutely.
You chat away, girlfriend.
Chat away. Yep. They say that roses emit energy through their oils. Wow. Yeah. Okay. An actual power. I have 2 roses that are about to bloom out in my front yard. They're
The
those
last,
little tea roses, the last hurrah, right?
the last rose of summer. They're the strongest. They're the best. We used
Uh-huh.
to have an Abraham Lincoln in Virginia. And I would get this bouquet at the end
Oh,
of the year that beat the band because the
oh,
aphids were gone and
yeah, yeah. I believe that. Yeah.
black spot was done.
Uh-huh. And you're right, Randy. When you prune flowers, they grow 2 new shoots, and
Mhm.
they perpetuate unless
Right.
they're what is it? Annuals are the ones that don't come back,
Annuals.
right? They're
They
the
don't
ones.
come back, but some can self-seed themselves, like
Oh,
impatiens.
okay, okay.
And
Hollyhocks.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
and when you clip them, it's still the same thing. If you pinch them back, they'll grow 2 more shoots where you pinched it.
Well, okay. It's good to know. Yeah. All right.
I
So
love roses. My
they're
front and yard, backyard are just full of roses. I
uh,
love.
Ooh.
They make me happy.
they're beautiful. They're beautiful, honestly. So we have old Cat Mama here, girlfriend. You weren't at the Sisters of the Mystical Tarot, but we do still love you. We told you that on the show. So if you go back, know that your question was answered. And now you have a dream where you were defending your adopted parents who were not exactly kind to me. When I woke up, I apologized to them for all the bad that was done to them as kids. Is this a
Oh,
dream or is this reality? Is this some part of this real or were they fine? I need to know. I'd like to know that if possible.
I think she's definitely healing her ancestral lines
I
and
agree.
that and doing the inner child work. You're
Yes.
doing fabulous.
Yeah.
right. Something made them like they were.
Right. Yep.
And
Definitely.
as adults, we are able to see that.
Wow. I pulled a request. Your dad has passed. Okay. It was just a dream. Okay. Look at this though. It's the egg timer. And inside the egg timer is our very short time on the earth, at least that we remember in this particular lifetime. And you don't notice what's inside an egg timer because you don't open one up. You're depending on it to ring for you, but therein lies buried a whole different world. And the construct here is fascinating. So, and it has to do with time, just like you mentioned. You
Right.
feel like they needed apologies.
That was
Okay.
very kind. That was you doing the work.
Yes.
Definitely. Yeah. Yep.
And I'd gotten the Wheel of Fortune. Whoops.
Wow. That's a beautiful one. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a mandala that the Buddhists do. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And we have rabbits, fertility,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And transmutation in the middle with the snake.
Uh-huh.
It's the Guardian of the Night tarot.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice
And
deck.
lots of oranges for the fall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So Annie says, what a weaver you are. And luck and rebirth. Yeah. And forgiveness. Hi, Hypnicity. I hope you're doing okay with those 2 new baby boys you have in your house.
Oh, yeah.
2 little puppies. Oh,
Hello,
goodness.
Hypnicity.
I hope you're getting some sleep. Yeah. Yeah, that's a very selfless act to apologize, to forgive them on behalf of other people, to apologize on the behalf of other people for wrongs that were done to them. And gosh, we could all use some of that sometimes. Yeah,
So it
does-
was also her dream that made her aware of it. There you
Uh-huh.
go.
Yep. Wow.
That's awesome.
That's very, very,
That-
yeah. That's
Just what Callie said, that was a big healing for
healing for you.
A healing moment for her. And that the task itself, I mean, that's a huge task. But it's one
Yeah.
of the biggest gifts that we can give ourselves.
True. It's true. It's true.
I was just shuffling and the 9 of Pentacles jumped out. So ending. Right? And we got the sleeping bear.
Yeah, time for a rest from all the anguish and all the wow. That is awesome. Yeah. Yeah, it is important, and you knew that, and your subconscious knew it just as much.
Mhm.
We go through periods of time where we think that what we're doing, at least in my estimation, and I've heard other people say it, we think we're working on shadow. We're thinking we're working on the problems that we have or had in the past, and then it comes back and revisits us. And we're like, I thought we dealt with this before.
I hate when that happens.
But
know,
it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
they like to play chase. First
Mhm.
they chase you, then you stop and face them. Then they run away because now they want you to chase them.
Mhm.
And what you have to do is throw a lasso around them and reel them in and embrace them and find the wounded child in them.
Absolutely. Katie, you drew the beings. I don't know how, unless you could email it to me if you did, and maybe I can put it up, but I'm not sure that I can. But let me see. All right. Yep. If you want to email me at heart and soul connected, one word, at gmail.com, Katie, I can see if I can bring it up, but I can't promise I can. Okay.
Well, it coincides with the visitors that I picked up on.
Uh-huh. And you called her on the phone after the dream. Yes, that's amazing.
It is.
Yeah, it's so wonderful. You hadn't spoken for years. You got to know that must have touched your mother so deeply. Honestly, oh, that makes my heart sing. I lost my mother so long ago. Um, I've now had her. I now had her in my life less time than I did when she. I was 33 when she died, and she's been dead 35 years or whatever. And there were so many things I wanted to do still with her, and I couldn't. So it's wonderful that you have that mother there, that you were able to reach out to her, that you were able to talk to her. It matters. It really matters, Cat Mama. It matters more than you could ever believe. Yeah, it's huge.
Healing for her and her mom both.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, she called back, but you were working. Well, I know you will. I know you'll be able to connect with her because she tried to call you back. So yeah, I got goosebumps, hon. Yeah, I definitely do. Yeah,
a new beginning.
A new beginning.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Oh, she did. Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry, honey. Yep. My brother used to say, we did what we did before we knew what we know now. And then when we did know, we did better. And I bet you do. I bet you do.
I love that.
Yeah, it has to come from you, and it did come from you with your psyche and so on. And you need to be proud of that, and that you recognize that healing could take place. And I know Dad knows it now too, because he probably was there. Yeah, you did heal yourself. And Randy's right. Your soul contract. Okay, Katie. Let me see if I can pick it up here. Let me see. No, I don't have it yet.
Annie wants to know what color you're rocking, Allie.
Oh, my hair?
Yeah.
Is that what you're... It's spray, and it's pink. Yeah, it's pink sprayed in here.
I love it.
Yeah, I know. I just like the fact that it only takes about a day to wash it out. It's nothing permanent, and actually I put too much in the front. But I had cut up my hair and it looked terrible. So I went to the hairdresser. I apologized to her and I said, because my hair wouldn't stand up straight anymore. It went like this all the time. So she fixed it. But yeah.
I absolutely love it. It's a spunky, sassy look, and I love it.
Yeah. Trying to stay young in one way or the other, right?
Absolutely.
Annie wants to know, what are you currently building? Are you building something?
Well, yes, because now I'm working on autumn and Halloween decorations in the front yard.
Oh my
Fun.
God.
And I'm going to get a load of bricks that's sitting on my brother's front lawn on Saturday. And I want to put them around the bonfire pit.
Mm.
Hopefully,
Nice.
yeah.
Mhm.
I'm hoping to be able to get that whole circle bricked in,
Mm.
to sit on the bricks.
Yeah.
Because it grows nothing but Queen Anne's lace, which I love, but I have plenty of it.
Yep.
Doesn't have to grow there. And South thistle. And South thistle is awesome, but you can have too much of that also. So,
Uh-huh. There it is, Katie. I got it. Let's see if I can get it downloaded. Yeah. Oh my goodness, she's absolutely a great artist. Katie, you're as good as Diana.
all right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm knowing that's a compliment already.
Oh gosh. Let's see. If I go to present, I think, and I pull up a share screen. Let's see, share screen. Oh,
Annie says she'll bring the marshmallows, Diana.
let's see. I can't seem to find it now. My browser blocked my screen. All right, let's try it again. Slides. Where is it?
Hey, Jay.
Is Jay here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay. Diana, where does all your energy come from?
My Libra rising, my Gemini sun,
Uh-huh.
moon, my Aries north node.
Wow.
Other than that, I have no idea. Oh, and Mercury's in Gemini also. So.
Wow. Copy file. Let's see. I'm trying like hell here. I
Shucks.
Yeah.
How have you guys been sleeping? Have you been dreaming and sleeping well, or remembering your guys' dreams?
You were right. You told me I need to go to bed earlier, and I was like, wow. I haven't been sleeping well, but yeah. Go ahead.
I did. I told you to go to bed earlier.
Yes.
She told me to get more sleep too.
Oh, she did she? Oh, good.
And I have been.
Oh, good.
I've been sleeping like 8 hours, 9 hours, 8 hours.
Amazing. Good.
And it is amazing because I'm a 5-6 hour girl.
Oh.
And I'm up and ready to go. So it's amazing to have that decompression.
I've been having trouble sleeping, and then I think by the time I fall asleep, I haven't been able to remember my dreams. I mean, I know I'm dreaming, but I think I'm just so exhausted by the time I finally fall asleep. I haven't been able to really remember anything significant about my dreams.
I had a dream where it was raining school buses.
I was going to announce at the beginning of the show, somebody's had a dream about a school bus.
See that?
I thought,
yeah.
I knew that there was going to be somebody in the chat, but I totally forgot. But I got a message before the show. Somebody's had a dream about school buses. Wow.
And then there were 3 buses in the parking lot at the little grocery store that I stopped at the next day. Now, raining school buses. That can be dangerous.
It could be. I apologize, Katie. I'm technologically challenged when it comes to that kind of thing, and I'm just not able to. I have it downloaded, but I can't seem to get it over here. So, but I
So-
want to say that she's got the picture of the head. She's put them in two different places, and one was the giraffe, with no head, and that would have been. It's like a puzzle. You would have put it on top of the giraffe. but-
Okay.
Here's a question for you guys. Ooh, Ricky Gervais wrote back to you, Claudia. Wow.
Wow.
I'm impressed.
Nice.
Annie Bear, you're a Libra too? I didn't know that. Wow.
Happy
That's
birthday, Libra girl.
Yeah, all the Libras here. Yeah. How do you know you're
Yes.
dreaming, guys?
You know, you just have to trust that you are. I know a lot of times when a person wakes up, I know my oldest son for the longest time, he said, Mom, I don't dream. I'm like, yeah, you do. And he's like, no, he goes, really, I don't. And I told him, I said, you have to ask to remember your dreams. And I said,
Yeah.
you're not going to remember them all. But you are, Randy, you are dreaming. However, you're just, it could be possibly you're just too exhausted by the time you go to sleep, or I would remember your dreams, and I really think that you'll start remembering them.
Ask your guides to help you on that.
Yeah, to help you. Yep. And especially to remember ones that seem to be more important to remember. Like what I need some guidance, and then try to remember what the dream is for that. Here's a vision of saving a school bus full of children that had wrecked on a bridge. Was this, by the way, did you hear about the band trip?
Yes.
And
Yes.
was it around that time?
Yes, it was. And I
Okay.
dreamt that before it happened. Then they announced it. And
Okay.
then when I looked at the picture, it wasn't a yellow school bus.
Right.
It was like a travel bus.
A travel bus.
And when
Yep.
I went to VG's and stopped at the grocery store, it was the same travel bus.
Did you see how it was like hanging in the trees?
Yes.
I didn't hear about that.
It was in New Jersey, I think.
Yeah.
Jersey. Went off the road, and it was like in the trees, and
Oh, wow.
I think they got a ladder or something to help the kids get off, but I think 2 adults died in it, because they don't have seatbelts in those
Seatbelts.
things. Yeah.
No.
And the minute I saw those 3 in the grocery
Yeah.
store lot, my
Uh-huh.
first thought was, oh my God, did they go to that same band camp? Because that's what time it is,
Right. Right.
And
Yeah. Wow.
The message that I got before the show was like school buses, the orange or yellow, the school buses that we rode as a kid. That's what my angels told me, that somebody in here was had a dream about them.
Well, that's what I saw in my dream, was regular old school buses.
Yeah, that's what
not the one that when they did announce it, they called it a school trip. School bus runs off the road on a school trip.
Yeah.
And that's how they first announced it.
Well, Annie's saying that she is getting, I won't say headlines, but she's getting visions of things that happened the day before they happen. So I think, Annie, that you're just absolutely opening up to all kinds of things. And I would say trust it. Okay, it was in upstate New York, but the kids were from Long Island.
Okay.
Oh, that's horrible.
It is
I'll
horrible.
be sending prayers to all the kids and their family and friends and anybody that was involved, because talk about trauma. Like, they're going to have some trauma to have to deal with, and that's no easy task. We all know.
True. That's very true.
So Randy, you can say, I don't want to go on any missions tonight. I don't want to have any monsters chasing me in my dreams.
Mm-hmm.
I want to remember dreams that bring me happiness.
Mm-hmm. Well, give me
Dreams
a
where
message.
everybody
Right, right.
you
But
can
you know what,
program them.
Randy? Most of us think our dreams suck because they're really weird. Like, even Katie said, she saw a giraffe, half human. And how could that be? That doesn't seem to make sense, but it's in going through these things that you can mine what's in the subconscious. And some of time it's just you ate too much spaghetti last night and your dreams went crazy. It can be just as simple as that. Yeah.
And trust me, Randy, my dreams suck too sometimes.
Amanda says, I'm convinced I'll remember when I first awaken, then I go pee and it falls apart. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
Write down the bullet points, and if you don't like to turn on the light,
Yep.
say one word
Yeah.
that pops into your head.
Yep.
If you remember to, say the first word and the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Then say the first and the second and the third.
Uh-huh.
Then go back to sleep.
Yes, Laurie, I think the reassurances we're getting now are helpful. And yes, Jay, yeah, Katie has a giraffe for a spirit animal for sure. So what if you want to just sleep and not dream? Well, you're going to dream anyway,
Right.
but you're not going to remember it. It's, because actually the best dreams we got are in the middle of the night because you're in that real REM, isn't it REM sleep? And then the ones, but you remember the ones only for 20 minutes before you get up.
Yes.
Those are the ones. And they take like 5 minutes, believe it or not. I sometimes feel like I've been on a mission for hours, you know?
You wake up just exhausted from the mission.
And so every time you get up to pee, you're going to go back to sleep and have another dream.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you can pick up where you left off
and
change the situation.
That's
and if you're dreaming of being chased by monsters, put on your dinosaur suit and scare them away.
Honestly, I have a dream that sucks, and I brought it here, and Diana came up with the fact, and so did Cat Mama, because it was fish that I'm extremely frightened of walking on their fins, and Cat Mama said, well, they did at one point do that. Some of them did. So, but to me that I didn't care for it, but for some reason I said to myself in the dream, I can deal with this. It's just a dream. So I already knew I was dreaming. So
that's cool. That
and really you remembered it.
Yeah. Yeah. You remembered it. That's the key, isn't it? That's for sure. Wow. Oh, hi, Tammy Jackson. You don't remember the first 3 hours, but you can remember up to 4 or so after that. Okay. All right. Oh, Barbara. I want to send love to Barbara Nesper. She's dealing with a husband that's going into dementia. And I think she said he had diabetes as well. Yeah.
He's going blind.
And going, that is a really, really difficult thing to deal with, honey. And I can understand why you would want to escape. Yeah, I do.
If you don't mind telling us what your husband's name is, I will put him on my prayer list. And if you don't want to, I will just pray for Barbara's husband. And
that's fine. Yeah, just give us his first name, Barbara, if you want us to do it. And and we'll pray for you as well, because I think it's harder there's a show I found on here. And it's a man who's taking care of his 91-year-old father who has dementia. And he brings his father on. His father asks the same questions over and over and over. He thinks he's been married to his wife, but they got divorced 20 years ago. And, you're watching. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you, Alan.
Okay.
It's very helpful for me. The patience that this man has to deal with his dad. It's like he's Job. I mean, he's just got so much patience. I don't know that I could have. But so we send that to honey. Yeah.
Do you know the name of the show?
I think it's called DSL Cal or something. I'll send it to you if you're interested.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Okay. Yeah. And the father used to be a podiatrist, and he's just a pistol. He just doesn't, he doesn't remember everything. So, yeah. Okay, we'll put Alan on our
Yep.
list. Yeah.
And I'll be praying for strength for you, Barbara, too,
Yeah.
that you're given the extra strength that you need to help you get through this troubling time, because of that's
We want you to
heart
know,
goes out
Barbara,
to
that
you.
we're here for you.
Yeah.
We always try to support as much as we can support, in the ethers here, but we are here for you. So, oh my.
And Joan of Arc, my altar is Joan of Arc, and so
Oh,
she's
wonderful.
you'll both be in the mailbox.
Okay, that's awesome. So Katie's had some insane dreams. Well, I love it, Katie, that you can even remember them. So thank you for sharing. Yeah, I'm fading too, Annie Bear. It's time for me to just relax. But Jay, I'm sorry to hear that they were in a facility and they were in the same room. It reminds me of The Notebook.
Yes. Remember the Notebook. Yes.
The Notebook. Yeah, yeah. All right, dear ones, it's at the
Wow.
top of the hour. So lots of love to all of you. Thank you all for being here and sharing with us.
Oh,
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Diana.
Thank
Love
you,
love
Ellie.
Kate Terry. Oh, the Three of Cups. Oh,
yes, and look at 3
a little
raccoons.
rascal. Yeah, 3 raccoons. Yeah.
And everybody out there, it's Allie's birthday on Friday, so send Allie some love. Send some love Allie's way.
Allie's love.
Thank you so much, everybody. And
Good night.
blessings
Sweet
to you
dreams.
all. Yeah. Thanks, everybody, for being
Thanks
here with
for
us.
being
We'll see
here.
you next week. Bye.